over. Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line. X3, 218, chop it. Check 3, check 3. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perry.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, ready. Mike's my board.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Delta.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
2nd and 10. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 4, check 4. 6-6, pull it high. Deep grip, deep grip.
They'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Come on.
Territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
5.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Greystone Travis.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again. Jalen Smith, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Ready. 70, Indy.
They'll run on 1st down. Parker, space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give right side. It's Parker. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And some room to maneuver.
We ain't giving him nothing.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Set up, 50, plant.
I'm going back to you.
Get it.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Parker. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Go. Ready.
On 3rd down, Parker. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Hey, exit.
Second and 6. Open man is Kirk, complete. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
Hey, orbit. 42. Mike 42, check. Time.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Cohen. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Parker. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready? Leo! Let's go, B, let's go! 2.
On third down, it's Parker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Let's go!
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Geis. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6 man.
On the ground, it's Geis. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Go now. 8, read. Let's get him home.
On third down, Parker. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Parker, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, If there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Wilcox letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Protein spill. Hey, Alpha. 5.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
42 the mic, 42. 42 the mic. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Hey! Mike's 42. I'm coming.
They'll look to throw here. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Wilcox. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Houston. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On second down, it's Parker. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
90
First down, a run with Cohen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, echo. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And let's pin the mirrors back to go.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Odell Beckham, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
53, Mike. Go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. They can't hang with us.
Operating from the gun. Wilcox. He's going to let this go for the end. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch. Blue draw Corker. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. It's our time. Guys. It's our time. Whip.
Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Look at me. Zip now.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught by OBJ. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it's 2nd down.
General West. 5. 54.
Again, he'll drop the throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The kick by Sanders is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a give right side. Parker. And some space here. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gross. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper. Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Yeah.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
The pass on first down. Complete to T.J. Hockenson. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
E61, matchbox wipes. You think you won't get this? Hey.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. It's our field.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Defense wins championships, baby.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have
and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Beckham. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. 80 weapon. Check, check, check. Hey, wahoo. Mike 54. Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Cohen. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Parker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. He's checking. He's General West. Crash. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey. Bravo. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crash. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Now.
Back to throw. Wilcox looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walton. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And you can sense the frustration now as they're going to drop him again behind the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Gross. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This caught by the tight end Cross. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cross. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll drop the throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's get that ball here. Rock it. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
We played to win.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On second down now, it's Parker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Complete to number 37. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Hey, Zoo!
From the gun, Wilcox. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here now, Johnny Townsend. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is taken at about the 14. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Clear. Hey, Echo. Yep. Now.
Second and 9 now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Topper.
Back to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Go! 8-3.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go, go.
54, watch 54. Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, You liking my flavor, I think it's cause